So this is my first episode of I don't know what you would call it. It's like, I guess, a podcast, but I'm playing games in the background, or I'm just talking over playing Stardew Valley, because, it's just, I don't know. Yeah. And I'm sorry if I'm, ever freaking yapping on, or just, if I just keep on talking about nonsensical stuff, I'm very sorry about that. And if my mic is very bad, using my gaming headset microphone, which is not good, but uh if I continue to make more episodes of this podcast thing, then I might think of, or I might look into getting a better mic. So, yeah, I hope it's not too bad. I'm sorry if, sometimes the pacing of this podcast goes a bit weird, or just like, I don't know. This is my first YouTube video I've ever done, and like first video in general I have done for a game, kind of. So yeah, I hope it's good. I'm sorry that I'm not like starting a new save. I've just been playing this save for non-stop over the past few weeks, because like this game is just so good. Okay, if you have not played Stardew Valley, please do yourself a favor and start playing. It is an amazing game that I have like 190 hours on, and over the past 2 weeks I've had like most of that. So yeah, um, but today I'm not gonna be talking about Stardew Valley and stuff. I'm gonna be chatting about how it is to just. Oh, let me turn down the music a little bit, because the music goes super hard, but I don't want it to like. I don't know how. Uh, I don't know how high my volume is or how low it is, so I don't want to like end up that end up finding out that um the music was too loud for my voice. So yeah, but God, this I always get distracted. I'm sorry about that. But today I am going to be talking about living with social anxiety, just anxiety, social anxiety, being extremely introverted, all of that kind of stuff. So I guess I should start off by saying it really sucks. It is not fun. Not that you would think it's fun. I don't know. But like, um, a little background, because, well, since this is my first episode, I highly doubt you know who I am. So, um, I, I won't like go in. I won't go into depth like too much, but if you were to categorize my appearance, or if you were to like if you were to see me for the first time, you would think, damn, that kid's emo. Like I I wouldn't say that I'm like, because tonight will be the night that I will fall for you. Like, not like hardcore like black makeup, dyed black hair, chains everywhere, but or I would say that and this is really funny to me. If I could categorize my like style and appearance, stuff like that, under some sort of profile, I would say that I'm um like a Y2K older brother stereotype, I guess. Like, I'm always I wear black on most days, just 'cause I don't know. I got a lot of black shirts, and it's just a cool color to wear. I don't know what to say. But yeah, I like. I love to wear shirts of my favorite animes, favorite games. So like, I have a lot of Attack on Titan shirts because I love Attack on Titan. As well as just I also love Berserk a lot, so you already know I got, a bunch of Berserk shirts, etc., etc. So, and uh, I promise you this, I'm not rambling. This has to do with a lot of stuff with like anxiety and social anxiety. So, um, yeah, whenever people see me, they're like, damn, he's really emo, and because of that, um, or okay, what am I? Man, I'm yapping. So like I, I'm gonna be dead honest, man. Throughout the day, I just do not talk at all. Um, throughout school days, I'm a senior in high school. So far, it's going okay. Some, okay. So I am a senior in high school. High school was terrible, but I look pretty emo, and because of that, and okay, man, I just keep yapping. But okay, let me start over. So yeah, I look pretty emo, and I never usually talk in my classes or in public at all. Like right now, like I am quite honestly the most antisocial, introverted person I know, and I'm talking about myself. Like I could count the amount of words that I say per day because I just do not talk. I'm always like mute mode. I'm like always on mute. I never really talk to anyone, even friends. Like I don't know why that is. That's just how I am, I guess. I don't know, and it's not a good thing. I hate it a lot, but oh well. Oh well, man. So like even if I'm in a group, even if I'm with a group of really good friends of mine, I just don't talk. Like I'm just, and this is where the social anxiety part comes in. I just am so scared. Uh, okay, okay. Here's the thing. So this is why I'm kind of beyond fixing. um, like I am equally terrified of like I don't know, saying something not bad, just but like awkward. I'm a very awkward guy, like very very awkward guy. Uh, yeah. So like I'm equally as terrified of just saying awkward stuff or like rambling on and on to somebody that doesn't care, and I'm equally as scared of that. Um, Compared to like worrying about that not talking at all will be bad. So like I'm constantly in like a paradoxical state of like, oh, I really want to talk, but I don't, man, because I'm gonna mess things up and like I don't know, just be awkward. And one thing that really really makes me very uncomfortable, and this is kind of where it um my appearance comes in. It will me talking about my appearance will definitely make a lot more sense later on, but like because of my appearance and the fact that I don't talk to anyone, I I feel like everyone thinks that I am a I don't want to say what it is, but when people think I'm the quiet kid, okay? And I'm talking about like the bad kind of quiet kid. The one that people make jokes about, like the guy who probably is, or everyone thinks is plotting against, the entire school and has like a mastermind plan. Um, and in my case, that could be like that is so far from the truth, man. Like I just want to, love my fellow humans. I don't know. Like if I see, I'm so scared of crushing. No, I refuse to crush spiders. Like if I see a spider on the wall or on the ceiling, I will just let it go by. At the very most, I'll just like run away like a little girl because I don't like spiders. I'm kind of a scaredy cat. But, yeah, like I can't even bring myself to kill a bug. So it's okay. It's really really hurtful um, to know that people think that you're just this homicidal maniac just because you don't like to talk. Like just because I like to wear all black and just because I've got a slightly emo haircut. Um, that does not mean that I'm like plotting against everyone. Sure, I may, some days I might be a little aggravated, but I would like, I don't know, like it's just so sad. It's so sad that just because somebody does not talk at all, they are labeled as some like maniac who wants to game end everybody around them, which is it's terrible, man. It's terrible. And I have heard from friends, some of my friends have said that, some people that they hang out with thought I was a school whatter, and that just it breaks my heart. Okay, it just it's so crushing to find out that people label you as something that you are not. You know, like it's terrible. But and okay, so one other thing that really sucks about social anxiety, and this is probably the easiest way to describe what having social anxiety feels like. This is like um the perfect scenario. So you're in a class in school, right? And some kid that you don't really know, or a kid that you know of but don't you don't talk to them. You you're sitting down in your seat, just waiting for the teacher to assign work or just doing work, whichever one. And then you overhear a kid talking about something that you love, and I mean absolutely love. So like I don't know. In my case, it would be like somebody talking about a game that I like. Like I love to play. I love to play Destiny 2. I love Stardew Valley a lot. This is one of my favorite games of all time. I like Call of Duty, oddly enough. I like Animal Crossing, stuff like that, etc., etc. Um, I guess one thing you should know about me, I am unhealthily obsessed with games. For many reasons. Like um, I, I might touch on this later in this podcast or in a future episode, but I do not get out the house much. I do not really do any extracurriculars at all. I don't like to play sports at all. Okay, sports have been absolutely ruined by gym class in school. Uh, yeah, I'm one of those kids. I try to do stuff in gym, but I just don't because I'm not good at them. I'm not like one of those kids who just stands at the back. I mean, I kind of am, but also not at the same time, I guess. But okay, back to the subject matter. So you could overhear someone talking about something that you could literally write an entire essay about. um, Fun fact, I'm a very big fan of the Fallout series. I wrote an entire piece about how much of a great game Fallout New Vegas is. Just just for fun because I love it so much and that good of a game, I highly recommend you play it. But you know, they could be talking about something like that, and you want to talk so like you want to just be like, oh no way, you play that game, or you know you like this thing or watched this media. You wanna say that so freaking badly, man, so flippin' badly, but like your mind just nuh-uh, nuh-uh, you can't socialize, you can't, you know, what if you embarrass yourself? What if you make a fool of yourself? Oh my god, this is why Haley is the best character in Stardew Valley, because she gives you options. That's awesome. Okay, so you want to talk so badly to this person who's talking about something that you are so passionate about, and you just like imagine talking to them, and it's like uh, but you just can't bring yourself to talk. Not that you don't want to, but because you are so afraid of just like being like, hi, you like this thing too? Oh man, that's my favorite thing too, man. Yeah, that's really epic. Yeah, like may for me, making people feel uncomfortable, or just the thought of making people feel uncomfortable by me being awkward, is one of the worst feelings of all time, because I never try to make people feel awkward. I never try to. That's why, like, whenever I'm in a class, I just stare at the ceiling, because I don't want anyone to think that I'm like accidentally staring at them. I never stare at people just because it's not polite to stare. But like, I don't know. I don't want to make people uncomfortable with my awkwardness, so I just you know, I constantly miss out on social opportunities because of that, you know? Like, there are so many opportunities that I've had to make friends that probably would have been, you know, lifelong bros, or just like, you know, like blood brothers, I guess. But I just failed to, you know, reach those because of my social anxiety, which is so annoying. It's both a sad thing and just a flat out annoying thing. Like, damn it, man. I wanted to talk to this person so badly, but, you know, my anxious self just won't let myself do it. So yeah, that's probably like the best situation, I would say, that can make those who do not have social anxiety understand what it's all about, okay? And another thing, this is also one of the best, oh my god, this is an even better example, I'd say. So, you know, one of the number one things that I hate about school, this is one of my least favorite, oh no, my animals did not eat last night, that is very bad. One of the worst situations that I can ever be in school, group activities. Especially if it's with people that I'm not comfortable around. So basically, everyone except for people that I'm friends with, which is sad to say, but it's true, man. It's so true. Because I'm just like the type, I do not speak at all unless I'm spoken to, because I just am so anxious about like just being like, oh, so yeah, what answer did you get? Yeah, group assignment, yay. So yeah, like I hate making people feel uncomfortable, man. I'm always like apologizing for it, or not even like, nobody ever tells me that, you know, oh, you make me feel very uncomfortable, please stay the hell away from me. No one ever, you know, like says that to me, because like, the thing about social anxiety, it makes you worry about things that are so unrealistic. So like, that example is perfect because, you know, I don't really talk to anyone in group, you know, projects or labs. Like damn it, I put it in the silo rather than the barn. So yeah, I'm the type where if I'm doing a group activity with a group of people that I either am not very fond of, which usually isn't the case. I don't really hate anyone. There's certainly I hold strong opinions over certain people if they're like a really, really annoying person or a bad person. Like, you know, I really do not like annoying people because, I don't know, annoying people are bad. Yeah, no duh, Nocturne, no duh, but, yeah, like, I just don't want to make people feel uncomfortable by my awkwardness, and it doesn't help that I don't talk. Me just not talking makes it so much worse, because like I said, I'm literally in like a paradoxical state where, oh, I don't want to talk out of fear of making people feel uncomfortable, but I won't, like, I'm so fearful of talking and, like, accidentally making people feel uncomfortable, but I'm also equally as terrified of, saying awkward stuff, so I'm, like, in a paradoxical state where I just can't really be fixed, honestly, and I mean that, man, but, yeah, it sucks, but, yeah, because literally all social anxiety is, it's just anxiety, but in social, social situations, so, like, that's why I like to, and this is the thing, this is another good, situation. I always prefer to sit in the back of classes, or either at the side or the back of my classes, because I hate being, like, I feel like everyone stares at me, even though people definitely do not stare at me. I feel like everyone stares at me if I, like, sit in the middle of the class or something. So, like, you, you see what I mean? Like, social anxiety just makes me fear invisible threats, I guess. Like, it's so annoying. It's just so annoying. And I guess one other thing, which is probably the saddest part of it, I feel kind of weird admitting this, but I cannot talk to women. I am straight, and I'm kind of a hopeless romantic because you know, like, the thing about me, like, I just, and this goes for everyone, but I want to talk to, like, I get, like, both crushes, or like, when it comes to women, I sometimes, you know, get crushes like any normal person would, and with some, I don't know, I get, like, friend crushes, I guess, which is basically, I don't even think it's a real term, but, you know, let's just roll with it, okay? Like, you know, I could see someone in my class who's, like, really chill, or, you know, they like stuff that I like a lot, or, I don't know, they just seem cool, and I want to talk to them so badly, but I just can't. Same thing goes with, women. Like, if, you know, if I think, a girl looks absolutely drop dead gorgeous, I just can't even bring myself to talk to them. I'm going to be dead honest when I say this. I don't think I have, you know, like, talked to a girl first, or, like, I haven't been the one to engage in conversation first, or, like, becoming friends with a woman first, since elementary school. And, like, because I'm so fearful. And another thing you should know about me, in middle school, I did not, I choose to forget middle school, because I was, like, that one kid, you know, just I mean, I'm super weird, of course, but uh, I was I would just okay, I was just the weird kid. All right, that's all you gotta know. I was just the weird kid. So sometimes I get super worried that because I've been at the same school all my life because I don't know, it's a pretty decent school overall, I guess. It's just standard school, but man, what am I even talking about? I am so sorry if I am just yapping on and on. I actually have a PhD in yapology, so that explains it. But um uh uh what the heck was I talking about? So yeah, because I was the weird kid in middle school. I just get so nervous that people still think I'm like that because I am nuts. Okay, I'm still just as nerdy as I was because I've always been a nerd. I'm a very nerdy guy. I like I said, I could literally I can and have already made papers about you know things about games or just like how good some games are or like media or yada yada. You get the idea. So like I'm both like I would say that I have all the good qualities from middle school me. Not that there were many because I was kind of a train wreck in middle school, but yeah. But people um I have since then definitely matured, and I feel like people still think of me as the same person as I was, like 5 years ago, which is not true at all. So I don't know. Yeah, yeah, yeah. You get the idea. Or at least I hope you do. I hope you get the idea. I sure do hope you do. But um, what to talk about next? Oh, this is a very big struggle of mine. And this is probably out of all these that I've said, it is definitely the worst because there's just like, oh yeah, I can't talk to people. I have trouble, just chatting with women. And oh yeah, I want to make friends with a lot of people, but my mind just says no. No, this one is like, I am so worried about my future because of this thing, and that thing is because of my social anxiety, whenever, I go to a restaurant or um, order something or, stuff like that, I, I just, I always mess it up or I always make it much more awkward than it needs to be because, okay, so, let's just say, I go to a Dairy Queen a lot during the summer, so, whenever I'm ordering, I can never I'm always like, can I get a large Oreo Blizzard? Please. Thank you, thank you. Yeah, yeah. Uh-huh, uh-huh. Just stuff like that. I am terrified of growing up and having to. This might sound a little babyish, but I don't know. Like, um, like a day ago, I had a doctor's appointment, and my grandmother took me because both of my parents were busy, and I had to do quite a bit of the talking because my grandmother, uh, I love my nanny so much. She's such an amazing person. She's so sweet. She's so generous. But because she is uh an elderly woman, she is not the most proficient when it comes to technology and stuff like that. So I had to do a lot of the talking because we had to it was weird. We had to set up a thing for me at the doctor's office. So, my grandmother would be like, what? I believe that the password for this thing, um, is no longer here. And I'm like, Nani, that it's not a password. It's a login code that we need to first log in the first place. But yeah, uh, um, and like I have so much fear of how I'm gonna handle stuff like that later in life because although I had to do a bit of the talking, my grandmother still like I did a little bit of talking just to like help her out, but that's a little bit of talking, not the entire thing. So like that's just uh one thing that I'm so fearful about. And like I guess this is more relatable if you're a high schooler. I I don't think I have ever raised my hand to ask a question or, like solve an answer to anything for about 2 or 3 years because I am just so fearful, especially in like advanced classes, because I take a few AP, aka advanced placement classes. I'm a smart cookie, I guess, but like I am just so unnecessarily fearful that people are just gonna think I'm stupid if I get an answer wrong. That's why I absolutely dread classes where teachers are very avid about calling on people at random, because even if I'm never, like, even if I know an answer is right, I'm never confident about it until the teacher addresses it because of that exact reason, which is so annoying. It's so annoying, man. Oh, yeah, oranges. But yeah, I have not answered anything in, like, class for the past, like, I can't remember the last time I answered any questions or asked any questions. I never usually, like, and this is a very bad thing, I never usually, if I need help from a teacher, I never ask for it because I'm afraid of, I don't even know what I'm afraid of, but I'm just afraid for some reason. Man, social anxiety, like, just talking about this to you viewers is like, or I hope people are viewing this because, I don't know, like, what am I talking about, man? Like, it's just annoying, okay? It's just so annoying because I am not an assertive person. I never, like, if I order some McDonald's just because I'm feeling hungry or some shish, and they get my order wrong, which happens a lot, I just, like, grin and bear it rather than, like, well, hello, sir. It appears to me that you've got my order wrong. May you please, correct that? Thank you very much. I am not at all like that. I'm just like, okay, well, I asked for, like, the super duper, awesome burger. Oh, okay, my ostrich is ready to hatch in this game. That thing up there, that is an ostrich, and the funny thing about them, they create eggs that, okay, for anyone that does not play Stardew Valley, each chicken, that you have, so once I put an egg in here, this mayonnaise machine, it will turn into, one singular mayonnaise. A singular ostrich egg creates 10 mayonnaise. 10. Which is so funny and so just overpowered. Comically overpowered. Oh. Oh. Okay. Oh, I want to look at the cow. Oh, Big Mama was not happy. No, not Daniel. Not Levi. No! Um, your mother, um, little boy. Uh, oh, I love that it says parent. I need to get rid of one of my animals, but I don't want to. Moo moo, I don't want to sell you. You know what, Chris? Goodbye, Chris. Oh, I'm so sorry, Chris. Yay! Okay. Yeah. I'm gonna name him, or I'm gonna name them. What's a good Osteo the ostrich. As in, God, I'm such a nerd. I'm so. What the heck was that noise? That's a noise. Yeah, I named it after Osteostriga from Destiny 2, which is a weapon. I am such a nerd. I'm sorry. I love how I completely just stopped talking about social anxiety. I'm sorry about that. I do hope that my ramblings are very entertaining though. Cause this will, if you become an avid viewer of this channel, you are going to have to sit through a painful amount of those. So yeah, what else should I talk about? Because there's so much to talk about to the point that I don't know where to go next. Hmm. Okay, so, oh, this is an annoying. This is a very annoying one. So, oddly enough, despite me being extremely antisocial, I have a good amount of friends. I'd say I have like an above average amount of friends. Like I'm in like 2 different friend groups, I'd say. Yeah. Oh, whoa, that's cool. Yeah, I want that. Got the freaking Ken hat over here, aka me. But like, um, you know, with having friends comes, yo bro, do you want to come to this really cool place? Oh, do you want to go to this restaurant with the boys? Oh, do you want to, hang out at the park? Me being having social anxiety, I have a habit of declining these things. Or, no, in my case, I'm infamous for this thing. I hate saying no for an answer, so I'm always like, or maybe. Like, so, if you know me in real life, and if, you invite me to something and I say maybe, there's like a 75% chance that I will not go, because, I don't know, that's just the Nocturne style, man. But, yeah, like, even if it is a place that I love to go, because there's a place nearby me that, it's like, an airsoft place, and airsoft is pretty fun, especially, if you're just doing it with the boys. So, a lot of my friends are like, yo, bro, do you want to go to this place? And I'm like, I don't know. I don't know, man. Oh, jeez. I don't know, man. Even though, I deep down I could be like, oh my god, yes, woo, baby, yeah, woo, yeah. My friends are inviting me to this place. Flip, yeah, man. Even, oh, hi, Abigail. Even though I could be acting like that deep down inside, or feeling like that, I would still not go because I'm just like, I don't know. I don't even know how to explain it, but I just get nervous about stuff like that. Like, like, I went to homecoming like a few weeks ago. I was so nervous that like it would go terribly wrong, or like, I don't know, something bad would happen, even though there's no reason for anything bad to have ever happened. And it was great. Like, the thing is, I hate leaving the house. I am kind of a shut-in. Like, if I have no reason to not stay inside, I won't. Or if I have no reason to not be inside, then I will be inside for a painfully long amount of time. So, yeah, despite that, I like I I'm always like, oh man, this event is gonna suck. And then, after the event, I'm like, oh my god, that was the greatest thing I have ever done. That was the most fun I've ever had. I feel so whimsical and wonderful. My gosh. Despite that, I still like don't always take up invitations to things just because of that, which is so weird. Like, it's so weird. Like, if a sleepover is happening, I'm fearful that something bad is gonna happen, or like, I don't know, I'm gonna feel uncomfortable because one other thing that I will most certainly talk about, either no, in a future episode, I have sensory issues, which basically means that I don't know if this is for everyone because some of my sensory issues are kind of weird, but the sound of Velcro like really just makes me just like just no, I do not like that at all. So yeah, it's not fun. So like, I'm worried. I always get worried that like, I don't know, maybe because this has happened before. One of my friends will like throw a drink onto me, and then I'll just be feeling gross and sticky the entire time, which is very uncomfortable for me because I have sensory issues and basically any bad sense. So like, flour and cornstarch are the worst sensations to me. Just imagine that, but make it 5 times worse. That's sensory issues. So that's something that I get very nervous about a lot because I have social anxiety and just anxiety. Uh, this might be a little gross, I guess, but I do nervous sweat a lot. I do sweat a lot. So like if I'm at school, my palms will usually be very sweaty. My arms are sweaty. I'm just very sweaty the entire like all the time because of my nervousness. And I'm always so nervous that like I will smell bad because of it because like I don't know, I sweat too much, which is not the case. And like the reason why I'm nervous about that is because I put a very, very large amount of effort into my appearance and, how I smell, how I look, if, like, if I make sure to be sitting properly, make sure that I'm not, like, sitting like a damn zombie in my chair, make sure that I'm walking nice, not like, uh, weird at all. I put a lot of effort into that. So, the fear of all of that being ruined just because I sweat a lot is very uh, bothersome to me and makes me extremely anxious. Even though I do not smell bad at all. Like after a long day, if I was like sweating hard, I smell perfectly fine, and I mean like not fresh out the shower, but you know what I mean? Like I don't smell. I never smell bad. I never smell bad. That's the thing. I never smell bad. But despite that, I am still worried about that because I don't talk to anyone. I solely rely on others talking to me first. That's why a lot of my friends are very introverted people because, I met them or they met me and started talking to me first. And then, if I'm talking to someone that I'm comfortable with, I can be a freaking chatterbox. Like, I can just yap on and on. I'm a yapaholic, okay? So, yeah, if it's like a situation like that, I will talk nonstop, but I rely on people thinking like, Oh, no way. That fellow looks really cool. I want to be his friend. That's obviously very exaggerated, but you get the idea. Like I kind of rely on that to make friends. Because I am not good at making friends otherwise. Yeah. So, and I guess I don't know. This I was gonna talk about this before, but because I have sensory issues, another one of my least favorite sensations by far is deodorant, believe it or not. I don't know why, I don't know how, but deodorant, if I get deodorant on my like fingers, I will literally go insano mode cuz it just drives me crazy. And I already have ADHD. Uh yeah, one other this is the millionth time that I will say this, but another very important thing about me is that I'm kind of a mental fuck up. Like I have a I am not okay. All right. I was born with ADHD. I've got sensory issues. Um, okay, just like way too many things to count. Okay, like I uh did not roll with level 10 maxed out luck stat when being born. Okay, yeah. So yeah, I am not the luckiest guy of all time. So because of my sensory and because I'm nervous about sweating, I always bring deodorant with me in my backpack. But because of the sense of deodorant, I'm always like making sure that I don't put my hands anywhere near where my deodorant is, because if I do, and if I get deodorant on my fingers or on my hand, I will go crazy. But because of my anxiety, even though I have not like smelled bad for the past like 2 years, um, I still bring it with me just in case, uh, oh, this is adorable. Oh, oh, this is why Haley's the best, man. She's the greatest marriage candidate in this game, in my opinion. But like just my whole life, if I could sum up the way that I live, I would say that, like, if I could sum it up in one phrase or one quote, it would most certainly be, you can never be too careful. Because, I mean, it is true, You never know when, like, something bad will happen. Because, some days I'm like, oh yeah, I don't need water. Yeah, I'm never thirsty in school. And then the day that I don't bring water, I am just like SpongeBob drying out. Like it's crazy. So I always like overpack stuff. Even though some of the folders or things that in my backpack I never use in my classes, like I just bring them either way because I know the day, and I mean the day that I stop bringing something to school that's like a folder or something, the teacher's gonna like be like, "Oh, put this in your folders, guys." So, you know, always be prepared. That's what I live my life by. So, even though I don't need deodorant, um, I always make sure to bring it. And that's both a good thing and a bad thing because if, like I said, if I get deodorant on my fingers or anything like that, I go crazy. Um, and I just like stop focusing. So yeah, fun times, fun stuff. Definitely fun stuff. Now what else? Like, like I said, there is just so much to talk about when it comes to this, and I could talk for hours, man. I could talk non-stop for hours. I guess like okay, another thing. And this is like I don't know if this is a good thing or a bad thing, but like I love my friends. They're always there for me. You know, I'm uh like uh not mentally unstable, but like I'm just kind of I'm kind of crazy, okay? um so like I don't know. Even though, you know, I love all my friends, they're awesome people. Sometimes I don't like to surround myself in public with them. Not like just because I'm so afraid that attention is gonna be brought to me and my friend. And there's not a single thing I hate more than being the center of attention. Uh, I mean, in like a friend group or like having the biggest voice in like I don't know, or just like in a conversation is cool, but I guess, but you know, when it comes to everything else, having the biggest voice, I just phased through that fence. That's cool. Having the biggest voice is not great. Um, and I'm so scared that even though it's not even a bad thing, people are just gonna like stare at me for some reason just because I'm talking to a friend. And uh, yeah, some of my friends can be pretty loud in public, so uh, yeah, yeah, that's about it when it comes to like that kind of stuff. Other than that, if I'm in a class that I'm, you know, last year I took one of my favorite classes I've ever taken, which was Spanish conversation, which is basically just um it's basically instead of just learning words in Spanish, you actually learn how to talk. I have never learned more Spanish uh until that class. It was great. And the best thing about it, I did not dislike a singular person in that class. Or not that I usually dislike people, but like everyone in that class I felt comfortable around, which is kind of crazy. Um like I got so lucky with it cuz, you know, uh if there's like one person I'm not comfortable with in a class that I'm in, then I just don't talk. Even if it's just one person, which is crazy, but um like I actually talked quite a bit in that class, which was great, you know? Like as a very infamously awkward introvert, socializing can be really nice. That's part of the reason why I oh, 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 she's so sweet. But like what am I trying to say? Uh, man, I'm sorry about this. Like, just like as someone that never talks, talking is fun. That's kind of why I, you know, thought of starting a podcast like this because, um, you know, I am a very emotional guy. I like like which is both a beautiful thing. It is beautiful to feel emotion. That is one of the greatest gifts of being human. But it is also one of the greatest curses of being human because, you know, feeling happy is well, it's great. What do you want me to say? Like, oh yeah, I hate feeling happy, man, because I'm so emo, you know. Happiness just, you know, isn't good, you know. Like, I don't know, it's great to feel happy, it's great to feel love, um, but it's also fucking terrible to feel sad, angry, all uncomfortable, stuff like that. But, um, you know, because I am such an emotional person, after a long day of not saying a word to really anyone, I have a whole lot to, you know, just talk about, just to not get my mind off of anything, but just talking my feelings, because talking about feelings is such a good feeling, especially, and this is um one thing that I absolutely hate about um being born as a male, um is that uh men are never, you like, traditionally never encouraged to, talk about their emotions. Like, be a man is a very, very, like, you will hear that a lot as a man. Because, traditionally, when you think of a man or anyone that is male, you think of, like, a stoic, buff, strong person who, is cold, not cold, but like, uh, I don't know, like, just doesn't show emotion, which is so far from the truth. Or I hope it is, because, uh, I don't know. And I just hate that traditionally men are not encouraged to talk about their feelings, because, like, talking about your emotions to someone else, so like therapy basically, is such a good thing for mental health and for just being happy, Like, it's just such a blessing to be able to do that. I fucking hate, like, traditional gender roles. I fucking hate, like, you know, traditional shit like that, Like, to hell with that, bro. That shit is so fucking stupid, man. Um, Cause, like, how are you gonna tell a sentient being can feel, who can deeply feel emotions, to not, feel, like, sad, or to just completely black out emotions? No, no, that's that's BS. That's like, it's kind of like, um, uh, I don't know. I'm trying to think of like a freaking analogy, but who cares? But like, I don't know. Especially, having social anxiety. Um, Not a lot of people know how it feels to have social anxiety, so I don't know, just talking about it. I hope whoever's listening, you find this interesting or educating, intriguing, etc. I really do hope that you are enjoying this, despite, this not being the greatest production of all time. But I don't know, like, just talking about feelings, talking about how you feel. That's why, one of my favorite things to be asked is just, how was your day? Because I don't know. I don't talk much, so whenever I get to talk about how I'm feeling or how my day was or stuff like that, it makes me feel good, you know? I don't know. Um, but yeah, I'm honestly very glad that I thought of starting this podcast, because I believe I said this before. I don't really do anything other than play video games and hang out with friends and do schoolwork. I, I, I do have relatively valid reasons for that, because just because of, like, how much of a mental fuck up I am, I just, like, because of how strenuous and mentally draining school is, I could never be able to do a job anytime soon. Like, during, summer vacation, I could probably deal with one. My main issue is just during summer vacation, I just get so sucked into just eat, sleep, game, and repeat. I just get like so sucked into that freaking cycle that I just like lose all ambition. Because at the beginning of a summer vacation, I'm like, oh man, I'm gonna get a job, I'm gonna save up for a car, or I'm gonna get this thing, or try to hang out with this person, or become more social. After like halfway through July, all those feelings just die. For me, at least, they just go away completely. I don't know why, and I wish it did not, because I could get so much done. I could get so much done if it weren't for just me being me, I guess. But what was I talking about? Like, because I don't do much, I thought, I might. I mean, this isn't really like the most uh, meaningful thing, I guess, or best source of my time. I mean, for damn sure, it's better than just playing like Stardew Valley. Because over the past few weeks, oh, I love Krobus. Krobus is he's so baby girl. Um, my main man, my man, Krobus. I love Krobus. He's awesome. Be like Krobus, okay? But uh, I just thought that because I have way more than enough time on my hands, I might, you know, make something that I hope is interesting to whoever is watching this. I really do hope that to whoever's listening to this, that you enjoy this, because I'm not reading from a script. I'm just going like I'm just speaking from my soul, man. Like I'm just talking about how I feel, how I've felt recently, stuff like that. And that's just how I'll be. Oh, what oh my god. That's why she's, oh my gosh. Man, that's why Haley is just amazing. Oh shoot, did I forget my greenhouse? That is why I thought to make this. I hope that it is very entertaining and insightful um, and knowledge enriching to you viewers out there. But yeah, and I mean, this is kind of a weird thing to say out loud, but I mean, whenever I come home from school, I'm always talking to myself because no one else is home, and I don't know, like to talk to myself, I guess. I don't know. I don't know if that's a weird thing or if that's normal. I don't know. You be the judge of that, I guess. But I've just recently been. Oh no, that hit my crops. I have just recently been talking to myself like this, so I thought, let me make a podcast, just because, I don't know, it feels more like even though I'm not talking to anyone directly, obviously, no duh, it kind of does feel like I am, I guess, just me and you, uh, viewer, just chatting, I guess, I don't know, but it's very refreshing to be doing a podcast like this, and I hope it is entertaining or whatever. I keep repeating that, but I really do hope that to whoever. Oh my gosh, I just cannot say coherent sentences, man. Like um. Wow, my stutter was so bad I forgot about what I was saying. Holy crap. Um, just yeah. I hope I'm not boring you by this. I hope this gameplay is somewhat fun to watch, even though I'm not really commentating over it all that much. Just yeah. Um, let's see. Okay, now I should probably get back to the subject matter, social anxiety. I'm trying to think. one thing, this isn't really the like a super big issue, but I really don't like the. Oh shoot. Oh, the luau. I completely forgot about that. Hello. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. That's why she is the best. Oh my god. I love Haley. She's the best. But like, I am horrible at giving people eye contact. I just like, I get so uncomfortable at, you know, maintaining eye contact, which is not good because, you know, in English, we just got done with this unit, but we were doing a unit all about, you know, preparing for the real world because, you know, it's rapidly approaching, which is horrifying to think about because we're in senior year. And, you know, we were talking about, like, job interviews, and my teacher was just like, oh, so you must always maintain perfect eye contact. And I was like, fuck, man. I'm fucked. I'm fucked because I can't, even with friends, I can't even maintain eye contact. It's just so uncomfortable. I mean, I do a lot of, like, researching in my spare time to see, like, the cause of certain things because I have so many, you know, like, I'm not autistic, I'm not on the spectrum either, but, like, I don't know, like, apparently having terrible eye contact skills is a definite ADHD thing. I guess, I don't know, yeah, so, yeah, got my Zala, Ostia, Daniel, Lord Oinkus, we got Kuai Liang from Mortal Kombat. I love Mortal Kombat. Kuai Liang, the chicken man. I got Fluffy, the sheep. Got Dominus. I've got Dominus, the dinosaur. Moo Moo. Got your mother. Get it? Because it's a cow named your mother. I'm so funny. I know. You don't even have to tell me. Got Levi, got Wolf, because I thought it would be clever to name a sheep Wolf because of the saying, like, a wolf in sheep's clothing. I don't know, I'm weird, I'm sorry, I'm weird, I'm so sorry. I apologize way too much over stuff. I feel like that's a bad thing. I'm sorry if that's a bad thing. But, oh well, oh well. Ooh, dinosaur egg. Big dubs. And 2 dog feathers, okay. I'm like, you know, I'm like the Jeff Bezos of farming because I have 1.8, I have 1.8, almost 1.9 million gold, which is like a ludicrous amount. If you play this game, like, early on in the game, getting, like, 1,000 gold is like, oh my gosh, I'm rich, you know, like Scrooge McDuck over here. No. Okay, well, the Moo Moo got out. God damn it, Moo Moo! What the hell is wrong? Oh, my star fruit's ready. This is like the best fruit in the game, so I'm very excited by that. What was I even talking about? I forgot what I was talking about. I'm so sorry. But like, I don't know. I guess I'm always apologizing for things because I don't know. Especially like, I don't know. I apologize too much, but I feel like if I don't apologize, then that's worse. Even though I I don't know, man. I don't know. I don't even know, man. Oh my gosh, even more star fruit. Holy crap. I'm just like I said, I'm like the Jeff Bezos of Stardew Valley. Because, oh, okay, so yeah, like early on in the game, getting 1,000 is like, oh my gosh, I'm like King Midas over here with the amount of, gold I got. Like, holy crap. And then later on, it's just like, oh yeah, I got 100,000 in a day. Oh well. Like, because you can literally just like completely automate all of your farming, so it goes from like a lot of hands-on work to just like, oh yeah, my super giga ultra rainbow crystal sprinklers will, enhance my crops with its magical pixie dust or some stuff like that. This game is just so good. It's so good. It's so good. This game is so good. If you have not played this game, please play it. But um I let's get back to the subject material for the thousandth time, because I am, like I've said, I've got a PhD in yapology. I'm very well trained in the subject. Um, what else to talk about? Oh, what's up, Pam? Yeah, I mean, I have, I have 1.8 million gold, Pam. But, oh shoot! Oh, my sweet tea almost fell over. I love sweet tea so much. It's so good. I guess, this is both kind of an anxiety thing and a social anxiety thing. I fear so much for my future, like so much, because a lot of my friends are like, oh yeah, I'm the captain of the football team. Oh, I'm the president of the honor society. Oh, I'm like I have 1 billion hours of community service. I'm just like, yeah, I come home and I go straight to video games and yeah, stuff like that. And then like wait, hold on, I'll be right back.
Mic off. Mic on.
Sorry about that. My sister just came over here. My sister's awesome. If you don't have a sibling, I feel bad for you. Siblings are both your best friend and greatest rival. I'm kidding. But okay, so like, God, I whenever I get sidetracked, I just completely lose all like train of thought. What the hell was I talking about, man? Yeah, so about my future, I'm so terribly nervous because, I am way too socially anxious to engage in any clubs. I am not athletic in the slightest. The most, I used to play hockey in like elementary school, and I mean, I live in, like, right near Canada, so, basically, like, I live in a city, like, right on the Canadian border, kind of in the US. I live in New York, Buffalo, New York, to be exact. Buffalo is, well, it's a city that exists. It's not great or bad. Like, I don't know. I'm probably biased because in Buffalo, like, hockey is an actual sport rather than just, like, a thing that exists. But yeah, I'm not athletic at all. I'm not competitive at all. Like, I'm the type where if someone's waiting in line, I'll just be like, oh, you go first, you go first. Or like, if, I'm like, I'm always the kind of person to be like, oh, no, you go first, I insist. It's okay. Because in my life, I try to avoid conflict at all costs. Conflict is, like, having beef with other people, it's just pointless. Cause, like, it's so unnecessary and so pointless to be, in conflict with other human beings. Like, bitch, we are literally, like, we're both trying to get through this world, man. Don't make it any harder than it needs to be, okay? Like, so, yeah, I'm not competitive at all. I don't have the spirit to be, like, competitive. I'm not gonna, except for like video games, because whenever I'm like in Mortal Kombat, me and my friend, one of my really really good friends, we play Mortal Kombat a lot, and oh my gosh, I'm gonna beat the shish out of you. I'm gonna annihilate you, man. Heck yeah, I'm gonna like, and I don't know, like when it comes to stuff like that, I'm very competitive, but which is so weird because in real life I'm not at all. I don't get it, man. I don't get it. I'm so weird when it comes to that kind of stuff. But yeah. Uh, yeah. What else? But yeah, like because I am not at all like that. Like if I desperately need help, and another thing that is one of my biggest issues. If I should do something, but not have to do something, then I probably won't do it. I will usually only do things if I absolutely need to, or I will just procrastinate the ever-living shit out of said thing that I don't have to do, but should do. Because, like, if I need to do a test correction for a class that I'm in, I will never, like, I usually delay it because I don't know, because it's weird. It's weird. It's so weird. It's weird. It's so weird. I don't. I am a living, breathing paradox. Um, yeah. But because I'm not at all like any of that, like even though applying to colleges is like one of the biggest things of all time when it comes to being a senior, I just I don't care. Like and this is a really sad thing to say, but I have just over the past last year from like late February onto May, I was in the worst spot I have ever been in my entire life. I was so depressed. I was so sad. Damn it. I was so depressed. I was a wreck, okay? And I still am. I still definitely am. Because I'm a lot better now, thankfully, but I'm still definitely not, like, mentally safe and sound, I guess. So, because of that, I've just lost a lot of will to do stuff. Like, homework, is not a very big priority of mine, which is not good at all, because it literally comprises, like, more than half of my freaking grade, and I just don't care as much as I should. Um, and because of all that, I'm just so nervous about how my future is going to go because of how I am. So, fun times, fun times. Um, fun stuff, yay. But yeah. And like, I don't know, so like, yeah, like I said, one of my really good friends is the fucking like valedictorian. He's literally just like he is like the smartest person I have ever known, and like he is going to go, he's going places when he grows up. But I don't really see myself going places, Like I like grades aren't the biggest issue. Like if like I am not dumb or well, yeah, I'm stupid, but I'm not, okay? Like um like I don't know, when it comes to like doing schoolwork and like if I were to make an essay about something, I would do pretty damn well on it and stuff like that. Like I do put quite a lot of effort into school, but I just like and this is the thing about me. I um like oh so oh, of course. Oh, that's so real. Okay. Like because of um like how little motivation I have, I could go so far in life if I actually like had motivation to do things. things. Virgil will not be proud, man. I do not have lots of motivation most days. Um, and yeah, like I don't think I'm gonna be like on the streets poor or anything, but I don't think I'm gonna be like Jeff Bezos or like I kind of want to be a chemist. That's what I've kind of wanted to be because I love science and I took chemistry in my sophomore year of high school and it was okay. The class itself was not fun, but the subject matter was so cool. Like I just want to be a mad scientist and I want to fuck around with elements like all day. That is just so cool to me. But, you know, that may require human interaction and that is one of the things that I'm worst at when it comes to my strengths. So, fun stuff, man. Fun stuff. I wanted to be a this is like quite a while ago. Oh wow. That's jump scare. I wanted to be a architect for like in my freshman year because it's I play Minecraft. I'm a professional architect, okay? I'm kidding, but like the idea of being an architect, just designing houses, literally being like Minecraft Steve in real life, uh I guess, is so cool. But then after doing some research on it for like a school project, I found out that it is a very, very competitive profession. Like you're gonna, in order to be a successful architect, you have to compete a lot with competitors. Shocker, shocker. And like I said, I'm the type of person to be like, oh well, you can. It's nowhere. You can go first. Uh, yeah, it's just I am not destined to be an architect just because of that. Just because of that, which sucks because it would have been so cool. But oh well, we still ballin'. I mean, despite me literally being hyper paranoid about forming coherent sentences on a day-to-day basis, um, we still ballin'. We still ballin'. Okay, we still barely, but yeah, that's besides the point. Let's see what's up here. Um, okay, nothing. That's cool. But yeah, I try to be optimistic, despite me constantly having like self-doubt, anxiety, social anxiety, shit like that. Yada yada yada. Except that, ex- despite all that, I try to be a optimist. I try to look towards things positively because if you expect something to be terrible, it's going to be terrible. Like, one thing that I found out, this is a really weird analogy, but, if my stomach's hurting, thinking about my stomach hurting will only make it worse. So, the more you think about something negatively, the higher chance you have of it actually turning out negatively, which is kind of crazy, I guess. I don't know. Crazy. I was crazy once. So yeah, and I do hope that you enjoyed this episode. Because I think I'm going to end it here. I've been yapping a lot. But it's good to get my feelings out about just how I'm feeling. Shit like that. Uh, yeah, and that's about it, I guess. I don't know what I'm going to talk about next episode. It will probably be about more emotional stuff, or maybe just like I'm thinking like relationship stuff and my inability to speak to women. But we shall see. Maybe that will not be the case, but yeah. Adios. Goodbye.